Well, hello doll fans, and welcome to my channel where I sit and talk about, well, dolls. We've got Barbie and Illy and Monster High and Disney princesses, you get the point. My name is Daniel, and I am the Barbie book boy. So after the wave for Robecca Steam pre-production dolls sold out, I was feeling lost and vulnerable, and I needed something to comfort me. I needed something to live for. And that's when this lady came to join my little doll collecting world of whimsy. I bought her to soothe my disappointment about not being able to get one of the wave 4 Robecca Steam pre-production dolls. But when I bought her, I couldn't know that I was going to encounter this doll out in the wild of the secondhand market. So through a series of bad behavior and impulsive decisions, I ended up with 2 Robecca Steam dolls. Darn, 2 new dolls to play with. Oh, the horror. I already did a video for this gal, so I'm going to set her aside to see what her sister knows. Her box is the same geometric blister card as the other core refresh dolls. But with this wave, the background on the card is this early 90s comedy club red brick wall background. And who knew these ladies had stand-up comedy aspirations? Watch out, Seinfeld. And look, all the gals came out to the gig to support each other. See, Draculaura and Claudine both showed up to support Rebecca. And I gotta mention this adorable little heart down here made up of gears and cogs, which is very on brand for Rebecca as a budding comedian. On the side of the box is this visual representation of all of Rebecca's most beloved items, which we're gonna get to in a second as soon as this box becomes garbage. On the back, the G3 gang with their phones in their hands and all of their little beloved pets in tow. So over here we've got Claudine and Draculaura and Laguna and Cleo, and then my girl Frankie. And then on this side we've got Rebecca blowing off some steam here as only she can. Her brief little blurb: she is a scaredevil robot, and her must-haves include a pocket watch purse, though I don't know why she bothers because she's infamously late to everything, but also her flying goggles. And then of course her pet, the illustrious Captain Penny. Okay, I'm sick of all this box talk. Let's bust her open and get to stepping, or I guess in her case, flying. All right, so I've got this little robo lady freed, but let's actually start with her possessions first before we do our deep dive into her. And I want to start with her timepiece purse because I think it actually might be my favorite of her accessories with this doll. The colors are gold and blue and white with some copper cogwheels there in the center. It's got this little winding key up here at the top for the handle. It doesn't actually turn, so you'll just have to use your imagination. And then of course these gold plastic chain detail accents here at the bottom. And her purse actually does open, which is convenient because this little steampunk princess also has her very own eye coffin. And it's got this cute little cogwheel phone case featuring a molded hourglass on the back and a giant clock face on the screen. And yet with both of those features, she still somehow manages to be perpetually late. But it's got a thumb hole over here on the side so she can actually hold it. And I would suggest that she uses her eye coffin to start setting multiple alarms like me. Just some friendly, unsolicited advice from one scatterbrain to another. Though it does appear that she is making an effort if we are to interpret what's on the screen of her tablet. See, it's got her schematics for a timepiece, and it's got an hourglass on there, and just some general like hand-drawn plans. So at least she's self-aware enough to know that it's a problem. And she can use her gold tablet stand and her little blue quill pen to work on her schematics in her downtime. Isn't that adorable? See, her tablet just sits on the stand like that, and she's got her very own little steampunk workstation to try and solve her time blindness problem. She also comes with this transparent blue reusable oil can, and it's got a little removable black spout. Because hydration is key even for a robot. And she can use her oil can to wash down her bag of gear snacks for the girl on the go. It's just a molded piece of plastic. It doesn't like actually open or do anything, but it's still kind of like a cute little accessory, I guess. She's also got her copper and black steampunk aviation style glasses. And these are cool. I actually like the look of them, but I gotta say, I do miss the radio antenna that her glasses usually come with. But this is what they look like on her face. And then here they are just sitting on top of her head, which is cute, but I mean, I don't really love this look because when you have them like this, it kind of hides her little cogwheel hair scrunchie, and I think that's really cute. Moving on. Last but not least, her pet penguin, Captain Penny. In this particular wave, they've given him a little bit more detail than the original Captain Penny or the one that we saw in the pre-production. He's got a white face and little round white tummy, just like me. He's also got blue molded goggles, little cogwheel shaped eyeballs, and black molded jetpack, so he is ready to go. And now for the main event, the little Scaredevil Robo Lady herself. Robecca, of course, has her signature black hair, but this time she's got not one, but two different shades of blue streaks. So she's got the usual dark blue streak in her hair that she always has, but then she added this more light, almost like a sky blue streak here. Perhaps she added sky blue in reference to her ability to fly through the sky. Isn't that maybe a bit too on the nose? Moving on. So she's got these two strands of long bangs here at the front that are both tied off over here at her temples. And we already talked a little bit about her cogwheel scrunchie here at her half pony. As for the fiber itself, you know me, I can't ever determine what it is on my own. I always have to ask the ether. And according to Google, it's actually polypropylene. Though there is some confusion because in some of the videos I've watched, they've said that it's actually saran. So search me. So just more uninformative words for you. Is it polypropylene? Is it saran? I don't know. I just know it's pretty and it moves good, and really that's all I care about. So she's got her Robecca specific metallic skin tone, and then of course the rivets holding her faceplate in place, for which you can see the seams around her hairline. And of course her big old black eyebrows. As for her eye makeup, you can see that the blue eyeliner matches the streaks in her hair with those two different shades of blue. And then it's got a tiny little pop of gold there in the corner of her cogwheel shaped eyes, just for a cute little bit of flair. Her lip isn't as dark as the G1 reproduction or like the original doll, but you know what? A girl's allowed to change her mind, okay? She's 116 years old and she was missing for over a century, so she can do whatever she wants, okay? On her left ear, she's got a matte plastic blue ear cuff and a blue stud of gears over here on her right ear. Both of her earrings also are that lighter blue shade that matches this new streak of color here in her hair. You're gonna notice that the new addition of this lighter blue shade is a theme with this gal, so stay tuned to catch them all. Her top has a high collar with these puffy sleeves, both of which are a white mesh material, but in my imagination, I am substituting Victorian lace for the fabric material. So there you go. The top itself is this light blue satiny material with a clock face here on the front. The pattern is in that same light blue theme that we've seen already in her hair and in her earrings. And then the sides has this black and dark blue argyle check pattern. And the next is her signature cage skirt. It's got all kinds of different mechanical detailing, and it's also in that lighter blue shade that we just keep seeing on this gal. So here's a better look at that cage skirt, and you can see it just unclasps there at the front, which allows us to get a better look at her black patent leather biker shorts with blue and gold mechanical decals here on the side, which does not carry around to the back of the shorts, but I guess that's okay. As for her jewelry, here's a closer look at that gold timepiece necklace, and then a gold wristwatch that we can assume probably stopped working ages ago, but I mean, you know what they say about a broken clock being right twice a day, right? Now, before we get to her shoes, be sure to check out all of the mechanical details that are molded on her arms and legs. Those details actually cover her entire body, even under her clothes, which is a feature that we've come to expect with Robecca. However, I should mention that this G3 gal does not have the little spinning cogwheels in her calves. So that's a slight disappointment, but I don't know, maybe they're just in the repair shop for now. Hopefully she gets them back in the future once they've been fixed. And finally, her shoes, which are these iconic copper rocket boots with mechanical details and then rocket thrusters down there at the bottom on the platform and on the heels. I've always wondered what fuel source she uses for these thrusters because, I mean, presumably she's friends with Venus McFlytrap, so I wouldn't imagine that she's like flying around using diesel or jet fuel. Maybe they're electric, solar powered? Is it just monster magic? Moving on. So this time they added these blue, white, and gold panels to the outside of both of her boots. Like, I don't want to does seem as though I'm a traitor to the original design, but I might actually prefer these. I think they're maybe better. The addition of this detail is so cool, and I keep finding my eyes being drawn to them. I don't know, it's something about the contrast of the colors and the swirls and the pattern, which matches her top, by the way. I don't know, it really impresses me. So compared to the original, she also got an updated face sculpt, and again, I don't want to seem like I'm a traitor to the original, but part of me thinks maybe I prefer the new Gen 3 face sculpt. I don't know, they're both gorgeous. You know what, I can't decide. I don't have a favorite. I love them both. She's got all the basic articulation of Gen 3. She's got her head, her shoulders that go back and forth, up and down, around, her elbows, her bendy wrists, her hips that go out and backward and back and forth, her bendy knees, which for me is plenty of articulation. In fact, it's more than enough, because if you know me at all, you know that I don't really care about articulation, but if you do, there you go. So that's pretty much it for my Gen 3 Robecca Steam doll. I really love this doll. I mean, I know that I got her as a consolation prize because I didn't think I was going to get one of the Creeproductions, but I'm kind of glad it worked out the way it did. I don't know. I'm never going to complain about getting 2 dolls back to back, even though it was a failure of self-discipline on my part. Whatever, I have fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today as I liberated yet another plastic pal from her cardboard cage. And if you're still here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a little love in the comments for Robecca Steam. I don't know, what do you think? Which one do you prefer? Do you like the original? Do you like this Gen 3? Are you in love with both of them as I am? Let me know in the comments. And be sure to watch for more videos with me on my little doll collecting journey in a terrifying world of adults who don't play with dolls. Now, if you'll excuse me, Robecca is actually due for an oil change, and as usual, she's running late, so we gotta skedaddle. Bye!